going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, right around the corner, we're going to have an absolutely massive day for Modern Warfare 3. As we all know, Sledgehammer Games has been on break, and they're just recently returning. But as it always goes down with every single development team, when they come back from their winter break or, seasonal break, and the communication completely dies off, and so does the game. No more bug fixes, no more good, drops, no more updates to the community. Everything just kind of dwindles down. So this is going to be a very crucial moment, and I wanted to go ahead and put together a video of all the top things I want to see personally within the next big update for Modern Warfare 3. And of course, by all means, if you don't hear anything that you guys were thinking of, leave it down in the comment section. I would love to see what you guys think needs to be fixed, adjusted, or even changed when it comes to the overall game. But of course, before we go ahead and dive deep, as I always do, if you enjoyed what you hear today, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And last but not least, we do stream over on Kick pretty much daily as well. You can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video, and that stream usually goes live around 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the first thing that I want to go ahead and see when it comes to the next big update for Modern Warfare 3 will be a meta shift. Now, I gotta be honest, when it comes to the balance of all the weapons across the board, the previous update that they did was pretty darn good. The ARs across the board are pretty balanced out. The SMGs across the board are semi-balanced out. Some guns will obviously outshine others. But, in all reality, balancing-wise, I have fun with a lot of the guns in this game. But still, as they promised, they said that they're going to go ahead and shift metas every, so often, I'm assuming every single season. And even though I know it is the mid-season, there's still some weapons that just aren't prioritized. For example, like the Sidewinder. My goodness, the gun is absolute garbage. It's been said that it's garbage since day one, and they still haven't put much effort into making sure that that gun is balanced out. And things like the Striker 9 in the SMG category, it's a phenomenal gun. I love using it. But sadly, not too many others really want to go ahead and focus on it. I would just enjoy to see meta shifts. I would enjoy to see them mess and fine-tune certain things on different guns. Not necessarily nerf other guns, but buff other things around to make other guns more viable and, make people want to go ahead and switch up what they're currently using. Next up, I would also like them to go ahead and prioritize fixing up the ranks. As you all know, before you get into a match in the pregame lobby, you see everybody's correct rank. But once you go ahead and load into the match itself and you tab into the scoreboard, everybody just shows as a level 55, if of course they're 55 and above. And if they are below level 55, their true numbers will show on the scoreboard. But, 9 times out of 10, everybody's probably like level 100, 200 plus. How skill-based matchmaking is. So, we all know what it is. It would be nice to have everybody's rank back on track. And also, after that one, I do, I'm not going to touch upon this too long because I made a whole video about this, but the Assassin's Vest, I would love to see them nerf it in some type of way. I know they're not going to go ahead and remove it, which I wish they really would. Again, I made a whole video about this on why I think it just should be completely out of the game. But, at the end of the day, if they do have to go ahead and keep it and they need to find a way to fine-tune it, just take away stuff, man. Take away our tacticals, our lethals. Make it a bit more challenging to go ahead and use this vest. If it was more of a challenge, I wouldn't mind it so much, but it literally takes away nothing besides your field upgrade. And, honestly, not shabby. I find it very overpowering, and I would love to see them, tweak it a bit to make all the other vests feel a little bit more powerful again. After that, I would love to see huge perk changes. I will say Raven has nailed the perk variety when it comes to Warzone, but over in multiplayer, the perk variety still lacks a ton, and they haven't touched upon it whatsoever. Like, the only thing they really adjusted was, the Ghost perk to make it work a little bit better. But my god, Sleight of Hand sucks, Stalker sucks, over half of the perks in this game are irrelevant. You don't even bother using them. I'm pretty positive everybody has a set list of perks that they really do adore. And honestly, if they're not going to go ahead and make the bone conduction headsets, counter the covert sneakers to a decent extent, then they should just go ahead and lower the overall footstep audio. So people don't feel as forced to go ahead and use the covert sneakers. Because right now, if you don't have covert sneakers, you're a dead giveaway. Everybody's going to know exactly where you're coming from. So realistically, I would love to see a huge perk overhaul. This is probably one of the biggest things that I want to see from Sledgehammer, and then one of the most realistic things I want to see from them, because I know some of these things I touched upon, they probably won't bother even, adjusting, but the perk variety, I can definitely see them touching upon this, and I really, really, really hope they do. All right, next up, the skill-based matchmaking talk. About a month plus ago, they said within the next coming weeks, we're going to hear more information, and they're going to be very open with the community about skill-based matchmaking. We're definitely past weeks, ladies and gentlemen, and we still have no knowledge of what's going on here and no word on anything Scobie's matchmaking related within Call of Duty. Again, I understand they're on break, and that's what I'm, cutting them slack for. A lot of this stuff, I'm cutting them slack because I know that they're on winter break and they were kicking it with their family and friends. But now they're back. Now we're in action. I want to see results. I want to see them actually live up to their word. And a month plus later is not looking too good for the skill-based matchmaking talk. So I'm hoping within the next big talk here, the mid-season update, or maybe, season 2 update, one of these updates, I want to see a skill-based matchmaking talk. But honestly, if it doesn't come by season 2, I'm just chalking it up as they're trying to finesse the community and talk us over and make us stop talking. Next up, the spawns definitely need to be tweaked a bit. I got to be honest with you guys. They feel really, really just nasty sometimes. I understand that spawn trapping has always been relevant, but my goodness, some of the things that I can hold within this game are insane. I can even have people just spawning right into my crosshair and just absolutely mow them down time and time and time again. And I'm not just talking about small maps, I'm talking about medium maps, even sometimes large maps, which is, in my opinion, completely unacceptable. Again, I do play a lot of 10v10, so that might be why, but still, even on some of these large maps, there's so many different spots that you could put me. A lot of the time, the spawn system is just absolutely busted, and the revenge spawn system, oh boy, let me tell you something about the revenge spawn system. That is really disgusting. The amount of times I've had an enemy spawn behind me after I kill them, or shoot, not even that, the amount of times I spawn behind an enemy that just killed me is just insane. It happens way too frequently. The overall spawn system needs to be touched upon. And I have another one here, the test servers. Where are they? That was such a cool feature. I was extraordinarily excited to see this. Still no word. I don't know what's happening here. I hope it's not going to be something that gets thrown in the trash. I hope that they go ahead and hyper-focus it, they bring it back, and they add other features. They were talking about doing disbanding lobbies in there, recycling streaks. It was a lot of cool ideas that they were planning on using in there, and nothing. Nothing at all. And it's weird because, it hasn't been anything for a while now. Even before they went on their winter break, they had weeks to go ahead and put another test server up to, try new stuff. And they never bothered doing so. So, again, they're back. They're in the house. They're, going to be working on the game again. So we'll see if they are going to go ahead and reintroduce the test servers. Now is the time to tell if that's actually going to come true. But ladies and gentlemen, that right there is the majority of the list that I put together of things that I want to personally see when it comes to the next big update for Modern Warfare 3. Again, there's probably tons of things that I missed, but this is just my personal experience. I'm actually enjoying the game. I'm having a decent enough time. Of course, there are major things that are weighing back the experience, like skill-based matchmaking for some. But overall, I think it's just a few fundamentals that need to be shifted around. Like I said, meta shifts, perk shifts, major perk shifts, the assassin's vest, and, some other things. But I feel like if they touch upon that stuff and they hyper-focus it, the multiplayer experience will only get better and better and better. But of course, leave your opinions down below in the comment section and leave your critiques. Like I said earlier, I probably missed a ton of stuff, so I'm going to really rely off of you guys as well to fill up the comment section with, things that really have to be changed. And again, if you hate the game completely, I understand, but I'm looking for more constructive criticism, constructive feedback, I guess I should say. I want people who are actually playing the game, who are going through the matches. I want your feedback on what you think personally will really help improve the overall experience. And Sledgehammer, this is a huge moment for you guys. I don't know. They might not think the same thing, but I'm telling you, if this next big update, I'm not talking about a minor update, a little one where they might do a little, a few hot fixes or, changes here or there. They might actually do like the UI fixes for the ranks in the scoreboard and stuff like that. They might actually trickle those in here and there before the next major update, and that'll be resolved. But the list that I put out are that's the big update. And you guys have to nail that. When that comes out, if you don't go to town and really resolve a lot of the issues for the community and, continue with the communication that you started off with day one, you're going to fumble and you're going to lose a lot of support, including probably mine as well. It sucks to say because I've been enjoying the game so much, but seriously, communication is key, and I don't want to get finessed again. We got finessed year after year after year. They always bait us in the beta. Sledgehammer is slowly, they went past the beta. They communicated up until their break. I'm just really keeping my fingers crossed that they keep that communication going on through the rest of the life cycle of this game. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell if you want to be notified for more content just like this. And last but not least, we do stream pretty much daily over on Kick. You can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video, and that stream usually goes live around 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. But as always, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you all next one. Peace out.